Hi, nice to see you. I am Lila Star, and it's probably best if you watch my cursor while I explain to you this really awesome 2D architectural concept map we had done for an eco-village design. Now, we chose a long rectangular lot here for 300 acres. A lot of lots usually have a short access and then they go back into the land. Of course, when we design in any area, any neighborhood, or on any lot, it's going to be different than this because we'll have all kinds of land features to attune to and to celebrate, as well as access and water, drainage, and all those kinds of things, sun, wind, all those. But for now, this is just a concept map, and it's laid out using the sacred geometry of a Sri Yantra, so portal to love here with the lotus flower as well. We have 3 sections to the map. We have the residential zone and the main community zone, and then the healing temple area, and then some more sanctuary type housing lots. On this side here, a lot of these white spaces here are about 1 acre lots, and these can be purchased by individuals or groups of friends or family members who want to live together, as well as these larger 3 acre lots. You can see here the roadways are all aligned with food forest, again really keeping that sanctuary forest feel throughout. Now all of this light green and dark green are different kinds of forest sanctuary habitats. So we're living amongst wild habitat and food forests. So food forests are a permaculture 7-layer, typically a 7-layer style forest that once we set it up, it completely just feeds itself. So we could go out walking and pick fruit off the trees, or wildcraft right in our own neighborhoods. And let's see, so let's go over here to the main community center. So this is all of the facilities that the community has access to work and play and hub and co-create. Down here is an elder care home facility. Up here is the kids center where the school is. These 2 areas here are parking lots. We thought that it would be nice to keep cars out of the main community center, and there would be electric vehicles transporting back and forth, just to keep it really like a nice walkable sanctuary feel again. In the middle here is a restaurant and a community kitchen where we can eat together and share meals and all that good stuff, with a food mandala in the middle, so you can go right outside and pick food and bring it into the restaurant. The rest of the growing is happening over here where we do our energy, water facilities, and all of our large-scale greenhouses. There's also some other features of the community center are a large movement center, so that you'd think of as like a gymnasium, a circus art center, a gym, a training center for people of all ages to be healthy and be embodied. Here is a work hub, Wi-Fi library zone, so a really great place to do work, to stay focused, so to work from home, but also be in a community space. Here's our store with half the store is for used and shared goods, and the other half is for all of the wonderful artists and crafts that we make in the community that we'd like to sell and share with one another. So you bring your hummus, I bring my kombucha, and this is our trade center for that. Here we have 2 workshop spaces, workshop domes, and then also another style of earth-burn building, which is fun because we're always going to be co-creating and doing projects together and having energy. So they're nice big spaces where we can also invite others in to events and share those spaces. This here is a gaming center. We do a lot of education for the children, as well as any kind of virtual reality or any kind of gaming technology or technologically minded things happening, like if you're building some kind of robotics or you're working on some kind of laboratory project. It all happens in here. This is our art and music zone. There's a space both for industrial as well as fine art, as well as shared music creation, private music studios, and recording studios. This here is the yoga studio, martial arts, meditation, and tea house zone. And then you can see it's all surrounded again by different kinds of food forest and natural habitat. We have a nice waterway pond surrounding it all, so you could take a walk or a run around the pond on the inner or the outer edge of the pond and play in here. And then, like I said, this is our shared facility zone where we have our waste to energy and where we process basically where we hub all the facilities, like the utilities. And then here is a lot. We actually have an animal sanctuary over here. The animal sanctuary can go here, here, for where we can enjoy like llamas or alpacas or those kinds of, any kinds of animals like that. Here in this area, in between the main community center and the temple and the healing center, this is like 6, 7 acres, 6 acres, 6 acres, 7 acres. It's all around on either side. It's just a lot of forest for us to be in nature, to meditate, to play around a really beautiful pond and an island. So an area for us to really commune with nature that's unobstructed by any kind of vehicles or buildings or anything. So really natural zone. So we have our beautiful temple with beautiful landscape mandala, as well as a children's play area. And then here is our healing center, which consists of hot and cold water pools and saunas and steam rooms and all kinds of treatment rooms. Another cafe, greenhouse kitchen right there. And people will come either from the community on a membership as part of your membership, or they'll come, and you can see there's separate access here, to stay for a month or to receive a treatment or come for a weekend workshop or be on a health protocol or just to come and get a treatment. And that's why there's also all of these cabins for people who are going to be temporary guests for the healing center. These lots over here are larger, and again, they can be shared, or if just people really prefer like a larger living space and larger acreage, you have these lots over here. We've chosen quite a few different housing designs, a lot that are earth-burned or have living green roofs or use natural building construction. The housing is up to you, but we do have a lot of really beautiful designs that we can make work here, especially because of our no building permits here. In Earth Bag, we've discovered a lot of beautiful Earth Bag styled homes and all kinds of floor plans and blueprints that you could choose from as well. And I have a lot of pictures for those in a folder for that piece. And we are encouraging that houses be done with natural, sustainable materials. All of these buildings here have already been spec'd. So we have like earth and plaster and all kinds of sustainable furniture, everything that we can do to be kind to the earth. We're sourcing for all of these facilities. So using non-toxic paints, using reclaimed materials, using different building designs that are more efficient and all those kinds of things. We will be off the grid. We can grid tie if we like, but we'd prefer to be off the grid and be fully self-sustainable. That is a great start. I'm sure you have lots of questions. This is not set in stone. This is something that I'm passionate about. I did go to architecture school, and I've been studying different eco-village designs. And so I would love to build something that looks like this. And I believe there'll be many different versions of eco-villages and community neighborhoods being designed. So this is just a start. And that's about it. So for those of you that are interested in choosing temporary homes now, or even buying into the Air Creek Village, or if you're going for more like something like this, you could buy into the Air Creek Village now and then upgrade into this in the future, in the near future, I believe. I believe we'll start construction in a year or so, I believe, from here. And this can happen anywhere in the world. It's just on a flat piece of lots. It's super concept. Doesn't have to happen in Missouri. And this is a great place for us to start the conversation. You can say like, hey, why is the kids center there? Or why this or that? And again, this was based off of a Sri Yantra and Lotus model. And so the design can be super different from this. Also, if you notice, you might see like hard angles. It doesn't have to have any hard angles. When you're feeling around this area in real time, you won't know where the food forest starts and the lot ends. So you won't feel like there's triangles everywhere. It'll just feel like land, and then you see a house in the driveway kind of feeling. And same with these lots. Like we've drawn this in for the sacred geometric purpose, but you won't see necessarily where here's the building, and this is all land, and this is all land. So you won't necessarily see these hard angles. So I hope this is inspiring for you and gives you a better idea of what a larger eco-village community plan could look like. Again, this is my passion, so I'll be doing this here and other places in the world. And this is just the beginning. And I'm excited to see what you guys think of this and how it feels and how many how many of you really see yourselves living in a place more like this, where you have like a very nice, autonomous, sovereign zone, and you have access to most of what you would need for daily thriving. There are also going to be a lot of jobs provided by this community, so there'll be a lot of in-house work, so you could potentially be living and working from here. Yeah, and that's good for now. So thank you so much for receiving this. So much love. Aloha.